What is going on, YouTube? Northeast Ohio Sports Cards here for a PSA submission reveal. Yes, PSA does actually send cards back to you, but only in a timely manner if you pay for Super Express. So, this is a reveal from the 4-card Super Express order. So let's run through the timeline real quick. Super Express order, $200 per card. Supposed to be ultra fast, and it was for the most part. I next stayed this on Tuesday, expecting it to get there on Wednesday the 17th. It did not get there until Thursday the 18th. PSA received it on the 19th, checked it in on the 20th. Grades popped Tuesday afternoon, the 23rd. And they are back in my hands. I am recording this Saturday afternoon, the 27th. The mailman has just dropped it off. So we sent 4 cards at Super Express, and they were all Marvel, 90 Marvel Universe, a Stan Lee, and 3 Spider-Man black suits. Now, I know the grades already because I have zero patience for this stuff, especially on a Super Express order when you're dropping $200 per card. You could be damn sure I was looking as soon as the second the grades popped. And I was actually sweating this out a little bit. I'm going to do a separate video on this topic, but I have been tracking the Marvel Universe 90 pop report since February 1st, and it's been pretty brutal. So I was a little nervous. Shout out to Heroic Goods and Games in the SCI Discord and in a bunch of Facebook groups. He had a Super Express order that was running in tandem with mine, and his grades were not spectacular, which made me more nervous. But I did okay. I did pretty well. So let's get into it. I got the top of the box cut open already because these are a pain in the butt to get open. So the first thing we're going to notice, I sent 4 cards. There's only 3 slabs, and we have the card inside thing there. So let me pull some stuff out here. I cracked this open to pull the PSA paperwork out ahead of time. All right. So the biggest card in the submission, Stan Lee, the one, the only. PSA 10 just recently sold at PWCC for around $3,000. This one alone could have just made the entire thing. So how do we do on this one? And by the way, I thought these all should 10. I did not expect 4 10s because odds are I'm going to miss something, and you're just usually not that lucky. So that was my expectation going in. That's, you send Super Express, you better be damn sure. Now, even in a 9, this card's going for about $500 to $700, give or take. So it's not like I'm going to lose money on it. And we did get the 9 on Stan Lee, Mr. Marvel himself. Recent eBay comps on this are between $500-600, I believe. So $200 to grade it. Even at $400, $500, I could still double my money on it, no problem. So, or at least in theory, no problem. Once again, I hate doing the, oh, well, it's competing for this, so I've already made the money when you haven't actually sold the card yet. So in theory, I should be able to easily get $500 for this, I would think, even after eBay fees. And the box that I bought was $1,300 shipped to rip this, because I bought it a little bit before the craze went nuts. I already had a box laying around that I spent $100 on, but ordered a second one to be able to keep one sealed. So Mr. Marvel, PSA 9 in the house. We're going to skip over this one for a second and come back to it. So the last 3 are actually all the same card. It's Black Suit Spider-Man, card number 2. And we got 2 of these. Well, technically we got 3, but we'll circle back around to that one. So we got 2 of these, and this is what saved the submission. Dueling PSA 10s. Last comps on these guys, between 1,500 and 2K, give or take. It gets tricky because there's not a lot of sales data on these, but the last one sold for around 1900, I believe, on eBay on a best offer. So we'll see what happens. I think there's only one other one listed on eBay right now. It's been up for a while, but they're asking like 3,500 for it, which I don't think is realistic. So we'll see what happens. But let's say in theory I could get 1,500 each for these. I don't know. I got to check comps, but like after eBay fees and stuff, like that's $3,000 potentially, and let's low key say 500. So that's 3,500. It cost me 1,300 for the box and 800 to grade it. So I'm sorry, 600 to grade it. These three. So I'd be looking at $1,900 into it with $3,500 in cards potentially. So maybe like a $1,600 profit. We'll see. Once again, that's all in theory. Let's talk about this one. Black Suit Spider-Man. This got an N6, did not meet size requirements, and I don't believe they charged me for this. So min size RQ. So this did not meet size requirements according to PSA. I did not notice anything about this card when I pulled it. I could tell you that for sure. I thought it looked pretty good. So I don't know what they didn't like about this. So what I'm curious is I left a bunch of 90s, 90 Marvel MUs sitting out here. Just to see. So I don't know. I'm not seeing. Well, I mean, this is going to be really hard to see on camera, but I mean, back to back, is it a little short maybe? Sorry, I'm just taking this off camera for a second so I can see it a little bit better. So the only thing I can think of is this is going to basically be impossible to see on camera because of the way I have to do this. It might be, and I say might, a skosh short. And when I say a skosh, I mean just barely. Might be a little tall widthwise too. To me, I don't see anything weird about that card, especially for min size. I just don't see what they saw. Let me put it on. Get its sleeve back up real quick here. Where's the centering tool? Where is it? There it is. All right. And this thing is by no means foolproof, but it lines up basically right on the money on the centering tool, like size-wise and stuff. Like I have all four corners matched up right where I would on any other card. There's nothing overhanging and there's nothing short. So I'm not sure what they didn't like about this one. Unless there's some weird edge or something that they thought it was trimmed. I don't know. I'll gladly send them the video of me pulling it from the pack. Now, like I said, the bright side is I don't think they charged me for this. I looked at my credit card statement and I was only billed for $630, which is, the 3 cards plus the shipping/insurance back. So I'm probably going to resubmit this and see what happens. I'll look at it again more off camera and see if I could find something on it, but I'm just not seeing it. And I've never had this happen before at least with modern sports cards for sure. Whatever. So overall results wise, I mean, I would have loved to seen this get a 10. The only thing I noticed on this was it is a little thin top to bottom. The bottom centering is a little thin compared to the top. Now, I didn't think it was that far off. I thought it could still get a 10 centering wise, but it was borderline. So it could have been that in conjunction with something else small. And I think I see what it is. Yep. I don't, once again, on camera. I don't know how easy this will be to come across. Let me see if I can get it on. So that corner right there, I don't know if you could see it, but see that little extra, like almost looks like a piece of fuzz on there? You guys can see what I'm talking about there. It's got like a little tiny, just a little teeny tiny little thing on it. Like that right there, plus the top to bottom centering, I guess is what got me the 9. I mean, it's really hard to see from the front. In fact, I cannot see it on the front at all. Fun with autofocus. So I can't see it on the front at all. Where's my cardboard? Yeah, I can't see it on the front at all. Maybe you can a little bit there. Sorry, as I bumped the camera. Basically, bottom line is that corner is not clean. I don't know how well that's coming across, but there's like a little, just a little piece of fuzz almost on it. That's all it takes. That in conjunction with the little bit of a thin centering on the bottom, I think is what got it the 9, to be quite honest with you guys. That corner, if it's perfect, I bet you this would pull a 9 or a 10 with this centering. But I think that little teeny tiny corner flare in conjunction with the not perfect centering got it the 9. So, and then these two, like I said, I thought these were in really good shape right out of the rip. So I'm not surprised these got the 10. I am baffled by this situation. I really am. So I'll take a closer look at that card, re-wipe it down, take a peek at it. And like I said, I'm recording this on Saturday. So I'm going to get one last Marvel PSA sub out the door before the rumored price increases on March 1st. And we will see what happens. That's what this stuff here is. I'm trying to figure out what I want to send, what I don't want to send, and how I want to send it. So I don't know if I'll re-super express that. I probably won't. I'll probably just send it regular and see what happens, or maybe express that one single card at $75 and see what happens. So, like I said, it does not appear that they charged me for the min size since it didn't get slabbed. So that's good. But I would have really liked another 10, but I'm not going to get too greedy on it. So I have 2 more pending PSA submissions out there. Yeah, they did not charge me for that for sure. So I have 2 more pending PSA submissions out there. I have an express order, which arrived on the 13th of February and has not even been checked in yet. It's been received by PSA, but it has not even started the grading process. And that's the $75 per card one. So that's been sitting there for almost 2 weeks now. In fact, exactly 2 weeks, and has not even checked in. And that has 2 Wolverines and 2 Venoms from 91 Series 2 Marvel, and a Wolverine brown suit and a Punisher from 90 MU. And then with this Super Express order, I also sent a 10 card regular order of 90 Marvel Universe. The videos are on the channel for the submissions if you want to check them out. That is all 90s Marvel Universe, a lot of Wolverine stuff. There was a 5th card I almost included in with this, but I didn't think it was going to 10. The centering was a little off on it. It was a brown suit Wolverine. I thought it looked pretty solid. And then at the last minute, I chickened out sending it Super Express because if it got a 9, I don't know that I would have been able to make a ton of profit off of it. But at $75 a card, with it being borderline, the Stan Lee, I knew that even if it got a 9, I felt confident that all this stuff would at minimum get a 9, and in most cases get a 10. Even this and a 9, I knew that I would be okay making money on it. So, but yep. So that's how that turned out, and we will see. There'll be a part 2 to this story, I guess, and see what I can figure out on that one. But that's all I got for you guys. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.